Good morning. Down here by the beautiful Hudson River. It's gorgeous sun rising. Still chilly in the morning, but we're supposed to have very warm weather today. I'm super excited, and almost all the snow is gone. So I want to talk about, have you ever noticed that you breathe in and you breathe out? I'm sure you have. And I realized that there is this very rhythmic quality to our breathing and actually to everything we do in life. We have lots of interesting words like internal and external, exogenous and endogenous. And so within the body, outside of the body, and we breathe in to the body and we breathe out to the body. And I think this is something really interesting, this flow that relates to food and eating, because another thing that we do is we eat, right? We eat and then we expend energy, and we eat and then we expend energy. And there's a rhythmic quality to that, at least in an ideal world, where we're listening to our bodies and we're paying attention to our bodies. And I think that balance that we want to get, right? Because if we eat a lot more than we expend, then we gain weight or we have trouble losing weight, and most importantly, we don't feel good. Like in the long run, we feel stuffed, we feel full, we feel maybe, it's going to affect our health in other ways. We may feel more lethargic because we ate too much, or just feel bad about it. And then there's a break in the flow, that nice rhythmic flow of in and out is not happening ideally. And unfortunately, I think in our society, we've become so cut off to that, the paying attention, right? Paying attention to the flow of our breath in and the flow of our breath out, the flow of energy in and the flow of energy out, the flow of love, self-love, and love from others in, and the flow of love out. And the interesting thing is we really have a capacity to expend more than we bring in. Breath, definitely. Like if you think about taking an inhalation, you can inhale, but then it feels like you can exhale a lot more, and you can exhale a lot more quickly too, right? When you blow out a birthday candle, you go. So there's something I think as well about the rhythm of in and out we're totally out of whack with food, right? Because most of us are intaking more than we're expending. And maybe we probably need to do a little bit more of the opposite, right? Not to the point of exhaustion, but, putting out a little bit more energy than we're taking in. And that's conducive to health and actually longevity. So I think at the crux of this issue too is just the lack of awareness, and also that lack of the self-love too, like self-acceptance and self-love. It's like we're so quick, especially women, right? We're so quick to help others and be that nice person and go out of our way for other people, to be the good citizen, the good neighbor, the good doctor, the good whatever it is that you do, the helpful person. And then we forget that we need that for ourselves. The same amount of affection and love and attention and work that we put on others, we have to put it on ourselves. Again, there's that flow, and we want to get that balance. And as I said, we have a little bit more of a capacity of expending more than taking in. And so ironically, when it comes to food, we easily take in more. But when it comes to love and self-appreciation, I think we tend to do the opposite, right? We give more than we receive. And so we have to remember to receive love, whether it's from ourselves or from others, and to have that balance. So I just felt like there was a very rhythmic in and out quality to all of these things that I think we should start paying attention to, and being mindful and really just paying attention to what's going on. And if you can just pause for a few minutes every day and just breathe in and breathe out and just notice what's coming in, what's coming out, and then even notice, an interesting exercise is noticing in your inner world and your outer world at the same time. There's a loop of awareness that Katie Hendricks of the Hendricks Institute has taught me, where we can be aware of our internal ourselves and external. We can be aware of our breath, and we can be aware of other people's breath. We could be aware of how we feel inside, and we can be aware of the birds chirping outside. And so you can do a little meditative exercise where you're just kind of take a couple of breaths and notice what's going on within you and without you. And doing that just for 2 minutes before you eat can change your relationship with that eating process. Rather than eating mindlessly, we should try to eat mindfully and be present while we're doing that. So that's kind of cool, even if you just get from this the idea of the in and the out and the flow and the balance of those two things, that we want to try to get some kind of equilibrium between in and out, both with food, breath, love, and I don't know, other stuff too, I'm sure. So have a beautiful, beautiful day.